Hello, and welcome to this episode of Command Line Basics for Linux. In this tutorial, we're going to explore the make directory, or mkdir for short. This utility allows users to create new directories. You can also create multiple directories at once and set their permissions. Prior to executing the command, let's review the help reference. To do so, we type in the command mkdir --help. Here you see it provides the alias of the command, brief description of the command, and any arguments or options that are available to execute with the command. In our first example, let's verify the working directory we're in, pwd. You can see we're in the documents directory for the user Rob. And what's the contents of that directory? We have a few files and no directories. So we want to create a directory. To do so, we simply type mkdir and then we'll go direct dir1. List the contents again, and you can see we now have our directory 1 created. Okay, so we want to create multiple directories. To do so, we type in mkdir dir2 dir3. And if we list the contents of documents directory, you'll see we have directories 1 through 3. There's a shorthand method that you can utilize to create multiple directories at once by typing mkdir, the prefix, in this case, will go dir opening brace, and let's call these A through C. A dot dot C, closing brace. Now when we list the contents of this directory, you can see we have directories 1 through 3 and A through C. In our next example, we want to create a nested directory. So to do so, we type in mkdir -p, and we'll name this example with a subdirectory sub 1 and a nested directory of new. And we'll list the contents of our documents directory, and you can see we have successfully created a directory example, and in the directory example we have our sub1 folder, and in sub1 you can see we have our new directory. So we successfully created a nested directory using the make directory command. So let's list our contents of our documents directory again. You can see in here that when we created the directories, they gave the permissions of read, write, execute for the owner, read and execute for the group, and read and execute for the others. What if we want to create a directory and set the permissions to read, write, execute for all users? We can do that. And the way that we would do that is we type in mkdir -m with the permission 7 with the permission 777 in the name of the directory, and we'll call this directory 4. Now we'll list the contents of my documents directory, and you can see that directory 4 permissions were set to read, write, execute for the owner, read, write, execute for the group, and read, write, execute for all others. And that, my friends, is all there is to the make directory command in Linux. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.